Greetings, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to fix something. So I'm going to say another prayer. I don't know if I posted that or not. I want to give thanks to the Most High for your covering. Archangel Michael, so all the archangels, Gabriel, Metatron, everyone that's protecting me in and out of this lifetime, I thank you. My collected family federation. For those that say, I'm not from here. Well, neither are you. I thank you, Lord. I give you grace and praise to my Simon family, to all my underwater family, my connection to the underworld, the underwater, the other world, the water world. I would say water kingdom in the heavens, on earth. Those that walk amongst on earth, and we look like each other. It said we walk amongst each other. We are hidden in plain sight. I thank you, Lord, for restoring my sight. I thank you for opening my eyes, Lord, for keeping me from those are my enemies on every side, those known and unknown. I thank you, O Lord. I give you grace and mercy and power, Lord, and prosperity that you have given me. You said, speak over your life, speak with authority. You have dominion. It's nothing that I won't do for you. That those that speak my name, you're my one. I'm here. I cover you. Thank you, Lord. I just give you thanks. And I cancel and purify demolition for all wicked spirits and all evil eyes to go blind, all evil ears to go deaf, and all lying lips to go numb. Let their tongue be thickened where their words can't speak. Nothing and no weapon that shall prosper that's been bent shall hit or target me. All everything that ever comes against me and every element that the wicked ones use to stop your plans, Lord. Let all the weapons and traps and plots be diffused. Let them be trapped in their own confusion. Let them be driven backwards. Let them be exposed, oh Lord, for those that went astray. I thank you for all the demons that they call on to slay their own minions because they went against the Most High. They work for that one. Is one that bows down. Every authority bows down to the Most High, the Creator. I thank you, Lord, that nothing shall prosper against me. For you are my Lord, you are my valley, you are my shepherd. I shall not want. You maketh me to lie down in the green pastures. You restore my soul. You leaded me beside the still waters for your name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff, they do comfort me. You prepare the table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Ashe, Ashe. Your house is you. You have to be your own temple. Be your own house. Be your own blessings. Be everything that the Lord made in you. Don't let nothing tell you anything different. Mind your own business. Be your own business. Your own business is you, your thoughts, your feelings, how you see the world, the things you've been through, how well you learn, and how many times you corrected yourself without letting the world change your spirit in your heart. Remember goodness, regardless of all the things that come against you. Those things is just there to test us. They are part of our journey. These are life lessons. They're there to help us to get through our journey, to see how well we can work together and work in humanity and be harmonious together. We have to have harmony. We need harmony. We need peace. We are the people to restore peace, all chosen ones, all blessed ones that suffered and endured without letting this world change us and tell us who we are and tell us who we not and tell us that we're not God's favorite children. We are the vessels to this world. I pray that this video finds everyone in peace, and wherever you at in the world, morning, night, or noon, whatever it is, that you're in good spirits and good health. Even those that are sick, I pray for you immensely. I pray for healing and prosperity over the sick and the wounded. Those that is scared, that's having nightmares. Oh Lord, those that is innocent, that's being attacked. Oh Lord, I ask of you to touch them, to send my word, to touch their soul. Let their hearts learn that they're okay. They're all right. They're being watched over. You got your angels guiding them, even if they're in the hospitals, even if they with the creepy crawly ones. It's angels that's there that have your heart and your spirit, that is with them day and night. Nothing happens without the Lord's permission, so I'm reminding us, pray and speak. We are our prayer if it's something that we can do. God said, believe. I made you to be healers. I made you to believe that you can do many things within this body if you believe. I'm here to remind us to believe we are all spiritual beings having an earthling experience in a physical body on a physical realm called Earth. Now, those that don't believe that, I don't know, you're going to get left here, and that's going to be too bad, and that's going to be part of your curse. Now, while we having a spiritual awakening, my name is Queen Nefertari Atia, okay? Listen, I'm not afraid to say who I am or what I am or why I am. I'm whatever the Lord made me to be. He said, speak, my child, speak. So I'm speaking to my people. I hope that all hearkens to me. Listen to me. Forget about the background. Listen, so everybody can pay attention to me. Listen to the words that I speak. We can get through this world and do the same thing, but in a different and better way. It is such a way to live this world without being led astray. Pay attention to the world stage. The world is the stage. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. So how come I don't listen? The world is the stage. We got to find our place, make it happen. I don't know. All I know is that what I'm supposed to do is talk and teach or point us in the right direction. Okay? So as much as I don't, that don't mean that I know everything. That means I know everything that I need to be able to speak to you. God gave me that. So if that's enough, then that's all I need until he said further notice. In the meantime, listen up. As God is our witness to this new rising of our consciousness as the world turns and the planet aligns. It's a wonderful time to be aligned. It's a wonderful time to be aligned. If you happen to be one that's on your own and you have none and you like me, you have children, you got family, excuse me, if they consider themselves that, or whatever the case is, I'm here to tell you, I'm alone and I'm okay. Because when God separates, he does something for such a reason and purpose. You have to be willing to be on his team. You cannot be scary to leave and walk away. We have to have bold servants of the Lord because we have to be one voice. And usually all of us chosen, we don't care either way how other people feel or think about us. Those readers that do tarot reading or all kinds of other divination, We are spiritualists. And I have yet to do tarot reading, but it's being picked up. I am a reader. I just read in a different way for now as the Lord guide me to gain my gifts and things like that. I will continue to elevate. I will continue to align with my purpose as I'm on my life path. And saying that, it's two spirits that ever lived on this earth, and I'm going to tell you people so we can learn and understand why the renewing of our minds is necessary. Why is it necessary? Why is it necessary for us to understand that? That means if the enemy deceived the whole world, I can't say it enough. If it deceived the whole world, do you think the God that you were serving or praising was the righteous God that you was praying to? If you had so many destructions and all kinds of turmoil in our life, what God was we serving? Was it the God of light or the God of this world? And when you read the Bible, one of those gods is speaking because they wrote it. They know who they are. And half of the world still follow the principle of a worldly God that was a fallen angel that wanted to have all of the Almighty. He wanted to be the Almighty himself, knowing that it should have been enough that I made you. You're my kid. How would you want me to call you daddy? And you see what I'm saying? That's why he kicked him out. Now, kicked him out with a purpose. So we can understand that all things and everyone is not evil. Everyone is not bad. Everybody is not a Cain. And not everybody is an Abel either. You got to find out which one is you. And I want to see something. No. All right. I want to show. First, I want to read something. I read it on another live, but I want to reiterate it. Give me a few seconds. I don't want to turn my computer down because when I do that, it messes me up. So, pardon me. Just hold on. Thank you. Okay, you watch me sit down and everything. Okay. I have wrote down about 9 attributes of the fallen angels. So you can learn and see the attributes if you have any of them in you or you see them in others. I'm here to help enlighten you. As I'm enlightening myself, I write down things. Okay, I found it. All right, my people. The first one is called Leviathan. Leviathan or Leviathan, either way, just watch and listen. Prince of Envy. Now pay attention. If anybody has the spirit of envy, you're jealous of anybody or anything, and you don't know how to appreciate yourself, That's why you're envious. You're jealous because you don't know how to love yourself. Okay? That's envious. Leviathan, prince of envy, towering over the external, no, towering over infraternal, towering over the internal as his mouth is said to the hell gates itself. After the war in heaven, angels were cast out of grace for Lucifer. Okay, Prince of Envy towering over internal infernals and force. Okay, I don't know what I did. Okay, so towering over the internals as infernals as his mouth is, set to the hell gates. Set to the hell gates itself. After the war in heaven, this angel was cast out. Okay, for Satan. For Lucifer. Okay, so let me explain. Leviathan is the prince of envy. Just learn that part. If you have any of those attributes, these demons can harness and use your body. Could get into your mind and get into your spirit and attach yourself to it because you have something that this demon nature is. Let me continue. If you have that, somebody that knows somebody has that, you need to do immediate prayer. It's things that needs to happen. It's rituals, it's cleanses that needs to be done. Okay, number 2, Mammon. Prince of greed. He has the wealth and power of exchange for human souls. Listen again. Mammon. Okay? Mammon is the prince of greed. The prince of greed, he has wealth and power in exchange for human souls. Now, where's the mammoth at? Wicked people in high places. You call them colored people. They look like you call them compared to whites, okay? Caucasians, you want to call them that. I don't, they want us to look at the skin because most of those skins is hidden with these demons. They gave us war. They gave us, lynching. They did a lot of things and told us it was racism. Nothing was about race. It was always about God's chosen. It was always the book of the Bible is about our genealogy and where we come from and our lineage and our ancestry bloodlines. And 666 is not God, is not evil. It's not evil. It's talking about electrons. These are the things that happen in our brains and the makeup of our essence to be able to house this body. That is what the principle is. So, a mammon, prince of greed. That is this world. That's the industry. That's the politics. That's the games. That is the nature of whatever this world society is that told us to focus on brainless things, okay? Yes, do it give us enjoyment? Do we want peace? We want to look at outside ourselves. Well, I want to see the lights. People come to New York to tour. They from out of town, another country, and they say, I want to come to New York. I would like to see the lights. Show me the lights. Where's the people in? So they come here, get on a little tour bus, and they sightseeing, got their cameras. Oh, what a wonderful way. I'm just saying, they did that to all of us. So if Satan came to deceive the whole world, aren't we in the world? Are we not those people that's being deceived? If you go to church, all these things are businesses, and we pay for them. And we still get a lot of pain and misery, even though we go there and we said we're going to fellowship. My fellow people, I was also a churchgoer. I was also considered myself as a Christian. In recent times, from 2020 when the Lord woke me up and said, don't go. Don't go there. I'm not there. And I'm staring in my mirror, and my God's conscious self is speaking. It's talking to the Creator that's talking to me. And I'm listening and it said, don't go there. I'm not there. I'm everywhere you at. Listen, my people, this is what I was told to speak. So if people say God, the Most High, the God of this world is what I would say God to, okay? So when I say the Creator or the Most High, that is the cream of the crop. That is the big joker, okay? That is the one that nothing answers, nothing goes without answering to that top authority. All that hearkens and all therein, everything that shineth light again, that belongs to the Most High, and so are we within. Okay, so here we go. The Lord said, I'm not there. I'm everywhere you at. Tell my people, make it simple, make it plain. Okay, that was my instructions. Now, whatever this world is talking about, it's taking us the wrong way. Let me continue. I stopped at Mammon. Now, this world, the industry, gets our talent in exchange for wealth. What they use? Money. What color is it? Green. What color is our heart chakra? Green. All right. So to change your love for worldly possessions, the money that most people kill themselves and their families for. Listen, my ones, my beloveds, we have to recognize that we are being demoralized and we being made fun of. Because as our lineage, to look at where we came from, we was of a principal type of melanated race. I say melanated because it doesn't matter our complexion, how light we are. We're melanated beings, whether we light skin, dark skin, brown skin, cream, whatever kind of color you want to mix it up in, as long as you melanated. Even the binos, if you made from your essence, and your essence is melanin, even if the pigment don't show, we are melanated beings, okay? We are the original beings that cultivated this earth here. That means every color, every nationality, every blend was melanated all everywhere. Where's our people? I don't know. They migrated them, they hid them, they did a lot of things to distort us. It's Black Asians, Philippines, Japanese, hold on. Give me a second. Charge my thing so it don't go out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't want my thing to go out. Did I do it? Okay, I did. So I'm saying to you, turn this down some. Okay, too bright. This is good for me. I think y'all can see me. All right. All right. No, I need to turn that, so never mind. Azazel. Oh, let me go back to Mammon. That's the second one. Now, people in high places, they traded green for our heart chakras, for our talent. And they've been making fun at us. And it's very disheartening to be able to see our people. Yes, we can say, well, how come I'm my business? Because that's the world. The world is too big for me. Why can't we be the difference we want to see in the world? Why can't we do that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, princes and princess? Why don't we raise our children to be the best that we can be? Why do we care about the things of this world, the things that they tell us to have fun and look outside of ourselves? Listen, I'm not saying to not to do some things. I'm saying to do with an open mind, open heart, open your third eye. See the illusion for what it is. It's a distraction. It's only two spirits. It's God given one, and then the Satan of this land that sent his minions. And guess what? Those are your cousins. Those are our family members. They are part of the earthling God here, part of his plan. Those ones sit in our families and they look for the chosen ones. They took an assignment to work for the government against those in their families to target them. Listen, they learn how to do some diabolical things. This world tells us not to learn. Our spirituality is bad. It's evil. If you're a gypsy, you can read minds. You can hear voices. You can see things beyond the physical realm. Oh, you must be evil. You spooky. You something. This is our natural spiritual lineage. Those that didn't get the memo, those are the ones that turn to the world to look for their glitter and gold and Jews to click in with their friends to rub elbows and bump fists and kiss up so they can get inside the Oval Office or just to get inside the public or to get into the industry, Hollywood, whatever it is, Hollywood, whatever you want to call it. But you want to get inside. Why? You want to meet all the high people. You got all the judges that makes rules and they can pass put their signature and get things going. And if you get in with just the right enough money, all you need is 5,000. I read it in the pill book. What is it called? The pill horse. Okay. I read a lot of good information in there. It told me all I needed to know, and I was listening and reading and adding up everything and computerizing it and checking it out and understanding how they built the system. And it took a man named Cooper Williams that was trying to get this out to tell the nation. It doesn't matter. He's a Caucasian man, but that's not the point. His spirit was, I'm in this world too, and they trying to hurt me and my kids that I didn't have. A generation that's in front of us. We are that generation. Please, my people, before I continue, those are the Gen Z, X, or whatever kind of how that ought to go. The younger generation. Please stop blaming the elders or the last generation before you. It is not their fault. Anyway, if it was, if it's not, it doesn't matter. Move on and stop thinking about what happened last time that they could have did. They're not able to do it. They did their time. It's our turn to correct it. Why we got to correct it? Because we here. Okay, that's why. It's our turn. It's our way. We must claim our own. Stop paying some of these bills, not some rent. Listen to the message. Stop paying bills, you will have more money. If our country, and not just the country, but yeah, if they go up, we go up. This is all 50 states. I don't care where you at in your life, and you say, well, I need to pay my bills. I need a place to sleep. Who's going to do this for me? If you saying this, what's supposed to happen to me? Ye of little faith. For those that say, I believe the Most High and don't. Those that go to church and say and scream and talk in tongues. And if I say, would you give up everything for the Lord? What you mean by that? Like what exactly? Like everything. Your friends, family, your cars, or whatever it is, if he asks you to do it. He's not gonna say to do something that you need and it's part of your life journey and it's part of your lesson. We never tell you to get rid of something that you need. But what I would say is, would you give up something or anything that you don't need? Now, I'm saying I'm in the process, so I'm speaking for me too. So I'm still being taught to leave a lot of this world. I left a lot of this world is out of me. Now, the least little things say, well, how could you be so powerful and have a dilemma, or how come you still smoke, or how come you still do certain things that doesn't mean that I'm not in line to be in alignment if it's not controlling me. Something that doesn't control you, you have to be in control of it. I only smoke cigarettes and I have smoked marijuana, right? So, those two things, I'm not glorifying anything. I'm saying those are the two things that is left that's worldly. But I can control them because the enemy, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying, well, I can do it and you can't, or I don't. That's not what I'm saying to people. I got to say that in such a way because it's stiff-necked people that will see or hear something and try to twist my words. What I'm saying is, if it's not controlling you, the enemy can't use something of this world to control you when you are in control of yourself. It's not in control of you. You see what I'm saying? It was one time for a lot of years, it was the other way around. Before I climb, when you get in your conscience, you're going to be in line to put everything that don't serve you down. It's just going to happen. So I'm on my way. Those are the two things. So I'm going to speak it because I don't want to hide or say, well, why you ain't mention that? Or how come you say you this and you do that? I don't need to be perfect. Well, I am perfect. Let me tell us why we gotta say that we stop saying we're not perfect for some of us. This don't apply to everybody. This applies to the people that is gave themselves to the Most High, and you are aligned when you can speak to the ancestors and you can be able to understand what the hell that when you can understand what the Lord is saying to you and why He blessed you, why you get up, what is your purpose, what is your drive. Once you find that source, that take you out for being perfect, for not being perfect. We are wonderfully and perfectly made, even if we have imperfections that we feel that is an imperfection. Maybe God made a mistake. No, maybe you made a mistake in not understanding that the Lord made us a certain way to see how we'll be treated by others. If we treat each other a certain way, that is how. If we don't treat each other well, that is how we feel about the Lord. When we treat each other well and we thankful and blessful, then the Most High is most pleased. Now, I'm telling you, that's not an opinion. That's not what I think. It's not what I feel. Well, it would make you qualify because I talked to that one, and that's for real. Okay, so that's all I know. That's all I need to know, and I got everybody on every side that's helping me to go where I need to go. Now, when I say to change the use for health, for wealth, and power, to because they go and call on this thing to get protection. Basketball players do it. Boxing do it. Movie stars do it. Damn near everybody do it. If they go into court, they do it too. I want to prevent myself from going to court. If you're guilty, they want to use nature to work, to other forces to work in a good for their evil. Those things is an abomination. They have to be stopped because you can not just for that. You cannot use wicked forces, dark forces on innocent people. That's what's not gonna keep happening. That's not gonna rock. This is general. So if anybody feel that I'm talking to you, then I'm talking to you. I mean, what you want me to say? No. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. I mean to offend anybody that needs to be offended. That's how I feel. That's anybody that needs to be offended. It's not to hurt you. If it is to hurt your feelings, if your feelings get hurt, please understand that this is a way of awakening to want to be better than who and what you are. If you feel some way, do an account of your own self. See how many lessons you learned, how many times you turned, and how many times you got burned, and how many times you burned people back because of that same burning. And I'm not just talking about sexually. I'm talking about burning in your heart with your feelings. How many times it got crushed? How many times you wanted resentment? How many times you wanted to get even? If you all those things and you still some of those things, then one of these demons can use you. That's all I'm saying. You have. the attribute. This world is only two. It's half of the world and it's very few. So that means that everybody else was serving the wrong God. So I don't know what more to tell you. So at this time, let me read on. I'm just want to tell you that to exchange. Wait, excuse me. That's a confirmation burp, I guess. So what I'm saying to you people, if you can use this world or care about what people think about your happiness, family, friends, and the things like that, because of their belief, and their belief is religion of the Old Testament is a ritual religion that just practice darkness. Okay, is it practice dark arts. The Most High said, "Life is a mystery." He spoke in parables for those that is able to receive and that understand. I didn't understand the Bible. I had one that used to help me to understand at the time that I didn't. And when I found understanding, one thing, let me just say this. I've been reading the Bible since I was 16. Not all the whole scripture, not every book in the whole Bible. I never did that. That's not why the Lord appointed me, because I didn't, well, maybe you read the whole scripture. Or maybe, no. It's because I read the parts that helped me to be a decent citizen in this world. And I wanted to know, can I live this world when I got to a teenager? Let me just say, like I would say maybe probably younger than when I was in elementary school. And like 12, 13, right there, somewhere around that age. And I wanted to see if I could live this world without the world hurting or changing me. You have to be a type of vessel, some being to think like that at that age. 13 is a wonderful number. Transformation is a transformation. Is a death number. Is not death and physical. It is a transformation of dying in your flesh to be awakened in your true essence of your spiritual being self, and being enlightened as a being that says, light your being from light your being. All the planets that we come from give us everything that we speak. Venus give us our love planet, which is our heart for those that have compassion, nurturing, and all of those things. When you find yourself, you have a religion, not, excuse me, pardon me, meant to say every zodiac sign. I don't know why I said every religion. Well, some people is every religion. They go around mimicking and blending in like chameleons. So you got those too. I'll touch on that in a second. Wealth and power in exchange for your human souls. That is what this world is. It has no goodness. They made fun, my people, when Most High made the covenant in the sky with the rainbow, after it rain or whatever it is, right? And we see that when we do see it, we say, wow, the Most High remembers us. He told us that I'm watching. That's how the Lord tell you, I'm watching you. My rainbow is the essence of our chakras, vibrations, and frequency of the Lord, that he put his love, so he trusted us. Pay attention. And all that getting, please get all understanding. So, what did this world do? They took prayer out of schools, elementary school. When I was in elementary school back from the 80s, 87, 86, 80, 88, 89, 90, into the 90s. Listen. Somebody's ringing my bell. do that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pause my lives like other people do. However, y'all do that. So I'm trying to learn as I go. Any case, I'm back. So I have to answer my door. It's my daughter. Okay, so my good people, this world took God, took the Most High to creation out of school where we could be thankful to one another. You know, we use a pledge allegiance to the flag. My mom didn't like me to do that. So whatever she said not to do, she said you could stand up because they're gonna pick on you or whatever. Just stand up and don't do all of this. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America. Pledge allegiance to who? See, they was already telling us wrong. Even mentioning the Most High name, and they wasn't even mentioning his name because that's who God of this world. We pledge allegiance to a flag. The Lord said, "Do not worship anything or idolize anything that is not me. A thing, a person, a substance, whatever it is, nothing. I pledge allegiance to a flag." Why are we pledging to a flag? Think about it. What is a flag? It's some material that waves in the wind. It's almost like a kite. It's like that. Why are we pledging allegiance to a flag that belongs to govern America? Now, some people feel that's great. I don't. Now, I'm going to move on. If you want to celebrate for anything that says that I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to which you stand, one nation under God, indivisible, and justice and liberty and justice for all. I'm glad I still remember that crap. But yeah, and my country, tis the thee, and all of that. And what's the other one? Star Spangled Banner. They celebrated a song that gave proof through the night that the stars and the rockets that glared, that gave proof to the bombs that bursted in the ears. Why are you bursting bombs in the ears? Who are you fighting and why? If this is a nation that's supposed to be godly, why is it fighting and why is there so much war? And who's the war against? Let me tell you. It's two. It's God of his people, the chosen, against the unwins, which is the earthly ones, which is families and people that works in politics. They part of they they on that side. So when I'm saying to you, it's not. Well, what are you saying to be scary? That means that because people that it's two sides. You got a good side, good witches, or they want to consider to be good witches, right? Love and light and hope and protection. That is what I know to do. Is protect. I'm a protector, a defender of the universe, and I protect my people. If I know something, I'm to speak it. I'm supposed to help us to be able to defend and raise our spirits, soul, and our minds so we can be on one accord and we would be able to fight our own demons or fight them or be able to spot them. The Lord said, look, if you see them, speak on them and tell the truth. Shame the devil and tell the truth, right? Now, the devil itself, the ones that the fallen angels that fell down, we are them. We are the lost souls, and we are the ones that can either we're going to choose to be chosen or choose to be fallen. We can pick if we go on the world side and we care about all the views of all the ladies and all the things that is all this excitement and lust and sex and all kinds of greed and money and all kinds of games and gambling. Sex and gamble, that's what it is. And abuse, hatred, bitterness towards who? Your own people. And they taught them wrong, and they taught them to go after people that because we got a different belief, but they don't believe that we still under the Most High, we still his people. Now on the other side of the world, this is not personal. This is personal to all. This is not personal to one. This is to everybody that it fits. If it fits anybody and you hear me, then I'm talking to you, my ones, okay, my beloveds. I'm talking to us. And I'm not talking to us in a place to put us down. If you hear it in a way to be put down, then something is sadly wrong with inside you, because you should hear it as something to uplift you and to give you hope and strength inside you, that you can turn and understand that the enemy had tricked us. They're not going to tell you, yeah, I'm setting you up. I work for the Most High too. Come on down. I'm here to deceive you to see if you're going to bend. If you bend, I know I won. I'm going to do it again. Come one, come all, come little, come fall. It doesn't matter. If you little, they don't care. They want you to fall too. Little or tall, don't matter. Big or short, wider, whatever color you are. Come on, it's enough for you to come into this house down here. Sin City, you welcome. Come on, babies too. I got candy, I got glitter, I got every kind of drug. I got what you want. I got what you want. I got anything you need. Come, bring someone. Bring everybody. Everybody's welcome. Listen, this is what this is. Everybody could join in somewhere. They can send you pamphlets. If you want to join into this world, you can get in from the bottom. You can work as a lieutenant or somebody that's undercover. You can be somebody that you shouldn't be working for them, but you are, and you're a man. These people, these are curses. Now, why I mentioned about the rainbow, because the alphabet people decided to take the rainbow and make it the Rainbow Coalition and made a goddamn parade. I'm saying, yes, I'm offended. I don't know why a lot of us is not. Why don't we stick up for the Most High if He gave us something and it wasn't supposed to be used for anything except for the purpose to share His love and to say, this is in remembrance of me that I left for you. So when you see my rainbow as a covenant for you, this is not for people that have made that as a sexual thing to party and have parties about sex, same sex. How does that make sense? Huh? Mm-mm. Now in Romans, going down to 20, I think from 20 to 26, it explains, because we gave ourselves up for real passion, for the greed. Listen, the envy, Mormon is greed. Okay, so you got envy and greed. You jealous and you greedy. God damn, those are two stupid combinations to have. And to think that you can walk through this world and nothing is going to happen to you. Everything is going to happen to you, even just off of those two, because those two come with a whole lot of other attributes that's attached to it. To exchange your wealth for power for your soul. Okay, so listen, my people. If we was to, our soul is what makes us our birthright. Your birthright and your spirit, everything is what we are innately in. If you sell your soul, you're soulless. That means that you are able to be used. And they're going to take your manhood or your womanhood. It doesn't matter if you're in the industry or not. You say, well, I'm not in that, and I'm still gay, and I'm still lesbian, I'm still a alphabet. I'm a bi, I'm a T, whatever letters you are. I'm telling you, it's a curse. It's a generational curse that's been put on our lineage and to be exchanged, and it can hit anybody, and you be thinking, oh, I just love women. I've always been attracted to us women in a sexual way. Whatever it is, I'm telling you, it is a curse. Now, in order to want to break that, you can live any way you want. You can say, "Oh, I'm so blessed. I got my own job." You can be all of that. If it's not from the Most High, and then you serving the God of this world, how do you know? Because you fit right in with everybody, and they like the same thing. Oh, you doing the same? Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody's all in the in crowd. I'm not in the in. I'm not here to be everybody's friend, to be friendly, and to think that I should not say or not say what is important. What's important is not about other people's feelings. Isn't what's important is whatever the Most High said that goes against him. He's not going to make a nation to say some things in the Bible. It is truth, and he taught me how to read it. After he said, "Don't read it," and I waited. Listen carefully, because when the Most High speaks to you, it's always going to speak to you inwardly. Your inner soul will speak to you because that's your highest conscience of your God vessel that connects to the Almighty, to the all-knowing. When your crown is open, everything is in line. You're not scared. You're free of everything, and you're not letting nothing hold you. Now you're a free spirit. Do you understand what that means? That means you can connect to the Most High directly. You got rid of baggage. You ain't holding on to nothing. You ain't angry about nothing that nobody did to you. You know that it's going to be a time that you're going to need to speak to these people, but you want to do it with love, and you're waiting on divine timing. So now that means that the enemy, none of them, nowhere can ever use you. It doesn't matter what they try to do. You range too high, they can't even follow you. That's what that means. Pay attention, my people. I talk like that, not to be offended. I'm just saying, pay attention to the words. Don't get caught up into whatever it is that you want to get caught up in. How else can I say these things and know it myself if I cannot know certain things before I was here unless the Lord told me? Pay attention to that part. It's all the wars. Now listen, World War I, World War II, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever kind of wars it's going to be or been or not. It's only two. They're after God's own children, and that's it. That means that we are a war. They're after our lives. If they could target me, why wouldn't they target all of us? This is what this has been about. Get rid of all of them. Did you not see the movie or the cartoon or whatever? If you read the book, some of you don't read the book, but if you read the cartoon or saw or know the story or saw the movie of it, how Pharaoh, Ramesses, did not listen to Moses. Get in. Now, why does Bible only talk about certain pharaohs? It was many pharaohs. What happened to Queen Nefertiti? What happened to Isis? What happened to Nefertiti? They got Nefertiti, Nefertari. All the Egyptian goddess. They don't talk about that, but they're over there in Egypt in the book. They talk about Hagar. Who the hell is a Hagar? Whatever. Don't get caught up in the names. Pay attention to the stories because they're going to tell you if you have any of these attributes, if you're living in a certain way, if you're going down this aisle and all the angles and all the places where you shouldn't be. In Romans, to tell you about envy, jealousy, backbiting, and all these things that we shouldn't have, as well as 5 Galatians 19. Now, all those things, that find out if you are one of those so you can know where you're going. And some people are very comfortable to go to hell. They are very comfortable and they don't feel bad to take you with them. Now, so if I'm telling you, this is so if I'm that way, how do I break that curse? Because it's really embedded. I'm really like attracted to myself in that sexual way. How do I break that? You better go to the Most High. You got to go to the Most High. Ask him to break something that you don't know what to do. I'm telling you, my people, men and women, we cannot produce with each other with the same. It needs to be the opposite. It gives a balance, not just for children only, for childbearing, but for stability of a way of compassion, to be able to communicate with the dominant side of that masculine and the feminine side for that masculine to be okay with the feminine side of that feminine. It's not for a parade, people. We was not supposed to be gyrating. I don't care even what you call that, Labor Day, and they gyrate and they took the use of what the culture is and made it more sexualized. This world don't care about none of us is laughing. They've been laughing. They've been making fun of us. It bothers me when I watch my people in the industry for music or artists, talented, but nonetheless retarded. Why? Because they cared about money and chains and goals and exploit our women, and they help themselves to be exploited. It's not just the men. Why would you go along with being exploited? You're a whole, and they just dancing, and it's just like, do you not understand what you're dancing to? What you're being called, what you're being considered as? These men, when they, listen, men and women, when they change their use, whether they understand it or not, when you selling your soul, you don't got to be in the industry only. You could just be living down here in life. What you choose to represent yourself as, what you choose to want to try. Well, I just want to try it. Believe you're going down to Sin City. I'm not going to say I never was, but I'm going to tell you at my earliest ages of my life, like my young years, in my teenage years, I experienced. It was an experience. It was nothing I got hooked on, thank God. Everybody's not able, it's not meant to get hooked on everything because they tried it. Okay? Some people willpower is stronger than others, and people get upset about that. Please don't get upset about somebody willpower is stronger or they take bigger steps in life to accomplish bigger things, and they take their time to do it. They see something bigger, they rather go after. That's me. I like to challenge this world because that's what challenges me. Now, people, I, please, nobody's in a challenge to me. I'm not in a competition with anybody because nobody's competition for me, except for the one that the Lord gave to me or sent in my life, was that Virgo Mill. And I love him dearly. I know that people say, well, why you love somebody that hurt you and they did all these things? And my story's on YouTube. So, the tarot readers, I thank them for blessing them to be able to channel in from my ancestors to speak for me. In any event, what I'm saying is, my people, we have to stand for something. We need to open our minds that this world don't love anything that was good about us. They told us that they telling people that we don't exist because spiritualist is bad. That's not good. That is who we are. That's your other half of yourself. That's your righteous, God-given conscience part of yourself. Now, I'm going to read something else. Azazel. Now, when I already explained why they want your greed is power, wealth for your human soul to change you into the base mind of people to turn us inward so we could be what? Seedless. You can't plant seeds if you're not planting seeds. Okay? Alphabet people, transgenders, people that's with the same sex, people that's with the same sex, and especially for heterosexuals, nobody's spared. Everybody, if you're using your body for a misuse, inappropriate way, that's not acceptable either. So please, alphabets, LGBT, listen. Please don't get offended. It just, I just got to say it that way because the letters belong to the alphabets. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Please don't feel, oh, she's talking about us. Listen, T's and B's, everybody is the alphabet to me. It's part of the alphabet letters. That's why I say it that way. It's not, if you know that you're not a letter, but you can't get mad because you classify as a letter. That's why they made the letters in the alphabet. Oh, I'm an L. I'm a lesbian. I'm a B. I'm a bisexual. I'm an A. I love everything that got an A and an A-hole on it or whatever it is. I don't know. But I'm just saying. So whatever letter you is, you A for all, a B for both. A qualifies B and B solidifies A. If A is for all, I believe that B being built both ways. Who else are you both ways with? No, wait a minute. No, because I think A for all is like you animals, whatever you can do something, you're all around. Okay, so you got I don't know if the A is a part of it. What is the A? Alibi? All out? Anyway, all alphabets, whatever the alphabet consists of and whatever part you play, that's who I'm talking to. We all been led astray. So I'm saying nobody should take it personal because we've been lied to, we've been tricked, and we've been worked on. And this country been doing roots on us, making us slaves to this country. And if you do want a piece of the pie, you got to do some strange things. You got to sell your soul. If you sell your soul, you're selling your birthright. If you give up, it doesn't matter if you are famous or not. Certain things and decisions we make at home, even with family, incest, all these different things that is happening, secrets, all kinds of sex abuse, child abuse, family sleeping with family, brother and sister sleeping with brother, whatever that is, it is a curse. Now, what is a curse? That is what I just named. Those actions make it a curse. Okay? So when people hear a curse, they be like, oh, curse. That's spooky. You're spooky. If your actions are those, then you are your own curse. You are the ones that have to break those cycles and say, no, I'm better than that. I'm awakened. I don't need to be with the same sex, because what happens when you need to be defended, offended, or defended? And as a woman, oh, I just get me a stud. Listen, I'm not, I'm telling you that it is a generational curse on our generation. Okay? Whether it don't matter what family you from, this been going back before. It's not personal. This been going on for a lot of years, and it's been a hex on all of us. So I say that to say this is why they want to get rid of us, because they're looking to see a smaller population that be able to control. If you control your own mind and mind your own business, you'll be able to find out that this world don't care about you, and they don't care about you minding your business. Okay? To sow your birthright is your whole essence of who you are. So when we start changing pieces and puzzles and parts of us, and indoctrinating and eating certain foods, and thinking that we can get um argumentated or whatever, fixing or removing parts of your body, adding parts that is unnecessarily, it's, if it's not a physical emergency or something that needs to be done, I'm just speaking from the most high perspective of us. When we change certain things the way he made us, if it's not an ailment, it's not something that absolutely needs to be changed for your health, for you to of life saving or something like that, leave it. He wants people, he wants us to see how we're going to treat each other. Whether you have a small butt, big titties, little titties, big backside, an hourglass shape, or perfect shape, what's your spirit? Who's these ones that's hiding behind beauty, but their hearts is darkened and it's filled with dirt and grime? Grim is darkness, is smoke, is hollow, it's nothing there. It's not even a clean spirit. It's a darkened spirit. It's a harlot or something, a witch, a warlock, or Eastern Star. Either way, their spirit is in the dark. They're not even there. They soul, as well as their hearts. So when you sell your soul, you selling your heart. You don't got no compassion. You become a narcissist, okay? Because they're not allowed to be able to love. And if they do, they would love you, but they would hate you at the same time, because it goes against that spirit that says, nothing supposed to be. What you mean? You're not supposed to have a conscience. If you have a conscience, it's gonna mess it up. You're gonna have doubts, and you're gonna want to walk away. That's not supposed to be there. That's why they do rituals, and even in the movies and in the videos. So being that Satan is being called out, guess what it's going to do? It's going to rear its ugly head. Guess what? You're going to find out your family members who you sit next to. I'm not sitting next to no one. And if I see them, I'll call them out. It could be your own children. You will have to be a God-spirited vessel to not be scared to say certain things, because if you are scared, he can't use you. You have to be somebody that goes past the limit of somebody's mindset and they feelings and confusion. You will have to rise above that, because if they confused, the whole point is to confuse them. Let them be confused and say, wait a minute, what I was thinking wasn't what I was supposed to be thinking. This is the real way. You mean I ain't have to live this way? And I was serving the wrong God. And so who was blessing me? Satan the whole time. Oh my God, I wonder why I had so much trouble in my life, and my kids, and over here and over there. And sometimes things got right and it was flaring up because we was not talking to the Most High, which is the creator. We was talking to the God of this world, and they was telling us to be lowly, be turn the other cheek, be a Martin Luther King. Listen, all these people were spiritual beings. They saw something, and Malcolm X or whatever character they wanted to use, They saw something and he took these people out. Whether they played a part or was playing an under part, whatever it was, they was playing something that was telling us either way, we're better than that. Without seeing it, somebody should have kept the torch. But it's a new day. We don't have to march no more. Now, listen. Azazel, prince of war, who lay with human women, and his offsprings became Nephilim. Nephilim. A Nephilim. I think I'm saying it right. But either way, somebody correct me. Y'all will know what I'm saying. A Nephilim or a Nephilim. I'm going to read it again. Azazel. Azazel. Somebody pick that up, okay? Prince of war, who laid with human women, and his offspring became a Nephilim. Now, in the Bible, in the beginning, somewhere where in the third verse, where it says, when you just to the part where Cain killed Abel, right? Now, after is three people after Cain is dead. I mean, after Abel, right? Cain killed his brother Abel. God heard felt his blood speaking from the ground, and Cain was all arrogant. I'm not supposed to. Am I my brother's keeper? I'm not supposed to be watching him. I mean, he got his own thing. He could look after himself. Am I supposed to be watching? Am I my brother's keeper? The answer to that was yes. Make a long story short, not too long after that, God was upset with that being, and said, "Look, you did the wrong thing, because he had favor with him. Why did he have favor with Abel? Even though people know, oh, he gave him the best offering. Listen to that. If you give God your best self, I learned, I didn't always, but I learned to value and hold on to myself. I had a wonderful man that taught me some things by mistreatment of not knowing his own worth, taught me mine, and in turn, teaching him his. You see how that go? We could teach each other what we didn't know. But it's a time when God used everything for a split. When the person is in the unknown and they're going against the person that he sent, then he separate. Listen, people, and listen very loud and wide. The Lord will never take us away or separate you from someone that he placed in your life that's meant to stay, that loves you, that's in harmony, that's equal, and is blended from him. It will never separate. You will be even. Only time God, the Most High, do not take away himself from himself. If something else is sent and it wasn't sent by him, he'll let you stay in something until he remove you. And once he remove you, you have to understand that's not sent by the Most High. That's the God of this world. So pay attention, because this world paying attention to you if you ain't paying attention to you. Okay? They got people sitting down studying you, and even if they're not in your face or at your home, they're looking up things about you, picking on your energy, got clothes or something of you. I don't care what you have of me for anybody. Either way, I'm still going to be me, and I'm still conscious of what I'm saying and why I'm saying it, and nothing's going to stop that. Now, in all that getting, please get overstanding. Now, when he told Cain, go somewhere to the land of Nod or something. He go over there and he go get a wife and kids. What? How? With who? Do people ask questions? Ask your pastors. Start questioning Bible studiers and church goers. If you go to church and you just going just to say you go to church, just to see how well you could dress and how many heads you could turn in the church, and how many men is looking at how many women they can get. All the nice looking women go to church. These are people sitting down listening to being numb, until you realize that the people, when it talks about people in high places, they want to send them over there. Who was these people? These was all the ready to fallen angels. Okay, these are the ones I'm reading about. They was down here having sex with the creation. They wasn't supposed to mix with us. they was already immortal beings. They came down here with us that was mortal. Because they did that, changes our genes, and that's why we consider to be the same as them. You have to understand we are from the same heaven as them. We have to come through a woman birth canal, and women give life to both men and women. Why are we messing around with the same of each other? What's wrong with us? We can't find beauty and sexual pleasure with the opposite sex. And when we can't, now we don't really like men, but we like to use them and take that energy back to our women. If you're sleeping with the same sex, the men is doing the same thing. They being with us women, or they camouflaging. Not all of them. Well, yes, all of them that souls they soul. That's every last one of them. It's not one. Now somebody saying, "Well, I ain't never sold my soul. I got down with it. I was in the industry. If you did certain things and you took your soul and misused it, a lot of the greats did. And the same ones that you call, that a lot of people say, oh, it's a white man or whatever. Why are you on your knees with doing anything to the pecker to make your life better? That didn't never made your life better, but was in a position to look like, I'm going to make your life better. Come to me. I fix you. I'll give you what you need. Oh, your life is messed up, it's ruined. Don't worry, I fix it. They the order of chaos, and then tell us they're going to fix it after you done broke us the hell up. You done broke us in our spirit, mentally, physically, spiritually, every kind of goddamn way. Why do you think they wanted to kill us so bad? Why they was lynching people that we consider to be, we don't have no weapons, we don't have this, we don't have that. So if we don't have none of those things, why else would you think that you are a threat? If we don't have no guns, we don't own no cocaine plant where when we in Colombia taking the plant and making the cocaine ourselves. People know how to make crack. They know how to make the bootlegger version. But what I'm saying, they get it in loads and get it on a plane, take it on a cargo, and on a boat. They know how to transfer in a car, put it in the air, put it in the water, any kind of way they need to get it over. Now, listen carefully what I'm saying. If these are the things that this world allows, and then they penalize us for it if we get a small amount or we make a little something, or for it, we're like, damn, why I'm trying to live too. We like to do the same thing. Why we can't get high and make money like you? No, I'm greedy. I only want all. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. You see what I'm saying? Is a dictator. It only lets you to think one way. Now, people think I can think a lot of ways. I can think like this. No, you really don't. When it comes down to it, we think one. This world right here make you think one way, and make you think that if you don't do it their way, you can't get past. You need to have a driver's license. You need to have certain things. You have to have this. You have to have that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean by saying one way thinking. Because it's going to tell you got to follow the rules. If you don't do it this way, then you can't do it no other way. And then you got to have papers and all kinds of things to buy yourself out of the system to be able to tell them you can't mess with me because I don't have to pay you to drive my car. And it is a such thing as that. The point is, I don't like to go through all of that. I'm just be like, listen, I think I'm not the one telling nobody not to do nothing to go against. I'm saying use your own head. If you're being controlled, and it only is a system that only make you think one way, a debased mind, unstable in all our ways, tell you that it's okay to love the same sex. It's okay to go against the Most High, your Creator that created you to be fruitful so you can reproduce and see yourself be the seed that you want to see grow. You can't. Why? You planted with the same self. How is man and man or woman and woman bumping body parts and clicks together and hips and things like that is going to make your lineage of your life better. We are doing things for sexual pleasure that make sense to us because we attracted. Now, this person make me happy. I never felt like this. I'm gonna pray to God for both. And both people need to come in prayer to ask God to remove that hex or curse. It is spells. that is over our lineage that's making us think that we're supposed to stay that way. It doesn't mean that you're not, but I'm a good spirit. I don't go starting trouble. I don't sleep around. I don't It's not about whether you sleep around. You're sleeping around with the same sex. That's the whole problem right there. That is what it is. That needs to not be there. People that sleeping that are heterosexual, that I'm saying, well, I only sleep with men. If you're sleeping with too many men, if you're sleeping with many men at the same time, if you're sleeping with one man and you let him stretch you out and you're doing all kinds of things that you shouldn't be doing with your body, that is not normal to do because you're going to burn yourself out. And on top of that, all porno stars, all these people that's doing these things, and we watch them. I used to watch them, but now I watch it. I don't watch them, but when I did watch it, let me correct. When I did watch them, now when I rewatch, when your eyes is open and you watch something, now you watch with your spiritual eyes open, it's not the same as getting horny again. Now you're watching how much of life force is being used. They squirting all over the place, and you're using your essence of life in an incorrect way. And they watching. The enemy understands what's happening. We are lowering our vibrations, our frequency of our intelligent self, all our intelligence, which is your intuition, your discernment, to be a seer, to be a knower, to be able to detect. Wait a minute, these people are trying to fool me. Why would I do this to my body for money? You don't even know. You on drugs, you drinking, you drunk. They know they need you to be all the way out your mind so you don't care about nothing about everybody. 100 people's looking at you and everybody just standing around and you just, I don't care. I got a nice body. I'm doing this. I'm popping it hot. And the dude don't care. Now, listen. Why everybody don't care about who's looking at them. I pray this hits somebody. If you're, I don't care what part of the world or what kind of place you at in your life, please look at yourself in a different way. They're draining us and they putting money and they give you jewels and glitz, and the women is coming out more and more with bodysuits. They want us to exploit all our big behinds and show everybody with the tiniest crack so they can get the fullness like if you was naked. Why, women? I understand if we want to look sexy, but you don't understand what time we in. And a lot of us don't understand that we are among demons. They want our flesh, our souls. And if you walking in blindness and you showing everything, they looking at you in lust because you're showing the attribute that they can use. They would love to exploit your beauty and take you down and make you whatever strong you is in your charisma and whatever you have. They want that. They want to take you down. You see, you tall, voluptuous, and you twist and curves with all your hips. Why won't you let be prepared for a man that is worth all your jiggles and goodness? Let him want you. Let him wish that they can have. Let that man be the best that God made. Let God make these men, the Most High make these men and women over. To be made over is to be made whole. No, you won't get a whore that's just don't want to be a housewife. If she's made over and God sent and transformed this woman, it takes a man, a strong man, to be a leader to say, "Hey, baby, I got you. You ain't got to do this." When you ready to stop, don't take nobody away from anything until they ready to goddamn stop. Otherwise, they want to drown you in a hole with them. And you be like, huh, why you trying to drown? I was trying to help you. I was just trying to save you. Save yourself and use discernment. Everybody is not willing to be saved. Everybody don't need to be saved. Some people need to be left swinging. Let them twist and turn on those poles if they out there. I'm not talking about whether you're just prostitute. I'm speaking in a figurative, like what you call a figurative speech or whatever you want to call it, if you will. Either way, what I'm saying, keep spinning, because everybody is not supposed to be stopped and going the right way. Many are called, a few are chosen. That's why I said that. Everybody ain't meant to wake up. Everybody can't go. Everybody don't need to listen up. For the ones that need to listen, they will hearken. The Lord said, those that hear me will hear me when I speak. They will know my voice. They will know it's me. They can feel me internally. They would know, it would line up. What do the words say about me? Now, because these demons mix with us, that makes us super beings. Most of us woke up, so we tapped in. Now, everybody got the same ability and we have the same in that area. What we choose to do with our gifts, once you get it, you can uplift, you can save a life, you can inspire, you can do all those things, or you could be a problem in its life. Don't say nothing, ha ha, bull crap. Do it again next day, next year, next week, tomorrow. That means they won't repeat. They have no agenda of elevating at all. Now, when you get a generator, a person that generate healing, that make you want to grow, to be your better self. I'm saying, my people, we have to get there so we can be our better self. Okay, number 4, Belgamar. Belphegor. Belphegor. This is a prince of sloth, lord of fire, and banished from heaven for remaining neutral during war. Okay, Belphegor was banished. He's a god of fire, right? So he starts trouble. That's what I'm getting. These are beings that is instigators that will start something. They can be a better person to stop it. These are angels that starts trouble. These are beings down here. All of us is an angel and fallen. We could be either one. If you choose to rise, you'll be a risen angel. You'll be a chosen. If you don't, you'll be a fallen chosen. You'll be a fallen angel, and that's what you is. So you either be God of light, be God of love. Either way, you pick a side, and you're gonna see where you fit in the middle. And if you've been playing both sides and you've been in the middle, you getting kicked out. You cannot be in the middle. I'm gonna roll you over. God don't know who you're supposed to belong to. I don't even know what. You want my prayer, you got to leave one and love the other. In either case, God loves all of us, and still, even when he's disciplining, do the Lord hurt? Yes. When do the Lord hurt? When we don't listen, when we take our body, and when we want to change and we want to surprise other people, when we want to show up to be happy for other people, and want people to like us, when we people's pleasers. That hurts the Most High feelings, because he gave us everything, his best of us, and we're not using it for the purpose that he gave us ourselves. And we thinking about, I want to look like this, and I want him to look like that. Don't be changing nobody. Don't use magic to bend anybody's will. These things are supposed to be sacred. It's supposed to be, let me see if this person like me, or they can like themselves for who they are. If they can like themselves, then they can like me. If not, then I need to stay where I'm at. I'm okay to talk to the person, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? You have to put yourself in and use discernment of why you should think about if you're a troublemaker or not, because this spirit is going goddamn use you. People that start trouble, backbiting, and then they watch. And they stand neutral, like they don't want to say nothing. I don't really know what happened. I just seen, I didn't really see from the beginning, like what happened. Then you got those ones. Those people in your life, you got to get rid of them, because those are people that will pick and do things and be the trouble in your life. And they sit next to you and smile, or be in the background and know all your business. They know more stuff, but they won't say nothing to you because they signed some stupid ass agreement that said NDA. I don't never want to sign those. This is my disclaimer. Please, YouTube, leave this up for educational purpose. My disclaimer is to tell the truth. If I offend anyone, that is not my intention. But if it does, I hope it awaken you. Either way. Asmodeus. Asmodeus is a prince of lust. He desires a mortal woman named Sarah. Okay, named Sarah. And jealousy. Her name is Sarah. She has jealousy. She murdered 7 of her husbands. So this spirit is a jealous spirit, Asmodeus. Prince of lust. So this is a lustful demon woman. Most of these women are sirens, which are considered also aka known as mermaids. Now, if you don't think about mermaids as real, I don't believe in that. Don't believe. You only deceiving yourself. Now, if you don't believe, you should Google some things, investigate, and see is they still alive. It's this because they are. Okay, it's people on YouTube channels is speaking and showing videos of these situations. Little girls being missing for a lot of years of their life, and they could come back to the same little girl. It's amazing things that can happen within this life. It's just that we don't know it because we hanging around people that don't know too much in this life. Like I knew none in my family that's on the spiritual level. Not one, not none at all. So therefore, I am that one. Now, is that a gloat? Is that something that's something to be honored because the Lord raised me? So yeah, I mean that's not look at I'm the Lord's favorite. I'm not that. So if anybody try to make me something that I'm not, good luck with that. That's all I would say. Now, Beelzebub. Now, wait, let me go back to the jealous woman because she lived with lust. So, men, if you have these women, and you got children with these women, or you looking at these women, whether they have children or not, but most of them do. But if they, and you want to get married, be careful of who you marrying because you need to know if you marrying Asmodeus spirit. Is this woman a devious type of woman? But she cooked my food, but she put things in it, but she tried to murder me. But she stole all my essence and take everything from me and then leave me desolate and broken. If you don't believe that can happen, look at the homeless. If you stop and look at how many people are dying in their sleep, how many people's passed, everybody's not dying in their sleep, and people's not just sick. And oh yeah, they were sick for no. It's people that's wishing witchcraft on people to get sick or to die in their sleep and they poison people. If you're in a dream, I tell this to my kids too. If you ever dream and you see food and things around, unless you are certain who and where it came from and who made it. Other than that, those that can't say that and taste something, it's kind of funny. But you end up eating it. Nothing happened. It's just that it wasn't your norm. You have to pay attention to yourself. This woman, these type of women, kills their husbands. That means that you ain't got to legally be married. Once you sleep with each other, and that's confirmation right there to how many husbands and wives you can have. Okay, just by sleeping with them. You don't even need no paperwork or a ring. Now, to make a long story short about this, these jealous women, they get nice, they get real pretty, they use their body, they slim down, got flat stomach. They want the illusion of a good, decent, wholesome woman. I'm not saying that we not out there. I'm saying it's more deceivers that will deceive you than the ones that's deceiving you. Now, hold that and ride on that while I continue. Excuse me. Beelzebub. Beelzebub. What a name. Prince of Gluttony, Lords of Flies, Chief of the Abyss, Lieutenant. All right. Gluttony. Gluttony is when you overeat, you just greedy. The same thing as greed. You're greedy, but you're greedy for food, snacks. Here it is. You just want. And somebody offer, you'll take. Everything don't need to be taken. Everything don't need to be taken. Okay? You don't need to see and eat and want everything. These spirits, Beelzebub, if you see these spirits, gluttony, lords of flies, of the abyss, lieutenant, these people will take you down to the darkness. Okay? They have nothing good about you, nothing nice to say. They there to take you away and kill you of your spirit because they don't want you to ascend. They don't want anybody to get out this matrix. Okay? You have to want to take a deep dive or a deep swim. If you're at the bottom, you have to swim to the surface. It's not like the pool will just help bring you all the way up. It bring you up a little, and then the rest of it, you got to swim your goddamn way up and out. Okay. Gluttony. You just be satisfied with what you got. Don't overdo what you have or what you need. That's what it is. Don't overdo. Get more than what your needs. If your needs is being met, be grateful for that. Let the Lord supersize you if He see that you could, if you do good with the little you have. Okay. Now, Abaddon. I'm speaking as I'm learning myself. So I was checking myself off. So I am qualified to tell us people some things. Says the higher ups. Abaddon was the first and most. Okay, Abaddon was the first and most respected of all of the men of. Okay, let me read it like this. Okay, Abaddon was the first most respected man. First respected of them all. Excuse me. First respected of them all. A man worship his prison man as a god, just as Horus worshipped his father, the emperor of mankind turned first captain. Abaddon of sons of Horus, Abaddon of the son of Horus. During the Great Crusade, Abaddon means destroyer. Destroying spirits has deceived mankind because man is, he does not realize that he has been the dupe of a destroying spirit. Okay. So, Abaddon is a destroyer of spirits. Sound like every last one of them does all of those things, right? Envy, jealousy, lust, gluttony. Well, first you got greed, gluttony, all these attributes here. You got to be at pride. You got to be able to see these people in yourselves or in others. If any of these spirits, please understand why the enemy will use you. Because you will have to love yourself to not have none of these attributes. Number 9, Apollyon. The destroyer launches fiery darts at Christians who blocks them with his shield of faith until he can finally fatal with his faith. Okay, let me read it again. Apollyon, the destroyer is a destroyer that launches fiery darts at Christians who blocks them with his shield of faith until he can finally fatally defeat Apollyon using the sword. Okay. This one is delusional. That's what I'm getting. So, as a destroyer at Christians. Now, when I said Christians, y'all don't believe in spirituality. I bet you a lot of you do. And y'all just act like y'all don't. And you go to church and be like, oh, don't let the pastor or everybody know, be careful about what we talking about. Okay. That means that you're you're believe because you in the belief state. You have to get to a belief in order for them to think about helping you in some way. What do you need to have for them to help you? Ancestors, ancestors and family line, and ancient Greek gods and all these people, if you got backing you up, nobody's jumping out their bed or getting up to go to war for nobody that never defended themselves, never stood up, opened their mouth and spoke proud and responsible or took an action of duty. If you didn't understand, you kind of shy, you feel like a wimp, a little worm, you're not going to get a big part. You're going to get a part. You're going to get used, but you're not going to be used for the purpose of why you saying I need to change my ways. Okay. Now, that was it for that. I wanted you to know the attributes, because if you know the attributes, then you know if it can use you or not. So I want to see if I want to say something to you guys. Powerful when your name is called, prove the doubters wrong, that you're still mighty and strong. So fight this battle for me. Help my young believe, so I can tell all my friends you have won again. But you're powerful when your name is called. Ooh, the doubt is wrong. You're still mighty and strong. Fight this battle for me. Sorry. Help my young believe, so I can tell all my friends. I wish I had a witness here tonight. Come on again. Powerful when your name is called. Ooh, the doubt is wrong. Yes, I just want the doubters to be proven wrong. Shh, I'm on the live. So, yes. So that all the doubters know that you have won again.
Oh yeah, Isis said she was funny.
She's here. Get out.
Get out.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Summer's here, and it's
That was by James.
Discount Furniture, where you can find everyday low prices on the hottest styles.
Wait, let me go back.
Consumer Reports recommended
James Fontaine.
friendly delivery and flexible.
When I sing these songs, these are other people's songs, but I love them because they got me through. So to the creators of the content, that's my way of saying thank you from the Most High to me, to you, because it inspired you to inspire me to say to the world that to let the Lord power forth so we can show the doubters, all the ones that doubted, why the Most High always win again and again. And this is what it looks like when you say, let your power fall when your name is called. Prove the doubters wrong. God, you're still mighty and strong. So fight this battle for me. Let my young believe, so I can tell all my friends that you have won again.